It is the Third Rail Concert Series here Prepare yourself for the outer world. It's the most delicious part of the world. All aboard! And welcome to tonight's Out of the Studio, Out of This World installment of the Third Rail Concert Series on WTJU 91.1 FM and on the web at WTJU.net. I'm Don Harrison, the host of Radio Wowsville, heard on Sunday nights here on WTJU, and I will be emceeing tonight's live concert and conversation with the one and only Outer World. From Richmond by way of Charlottesville through the Alpha Centauri bypass, Outer World recently released an ear-expanding debut disc, Who Does the Music Love?, which we've been showcasing the last few weeks here on WTJU. The band has just returned from a tour of the East Coast, and we're very excited to hear these great songs performed live. Tonight is also special because it's our very first live remote broadcast of the Third Rail Concert Series, which is heard every third Sunday on WTJU. We're transmitting live tonight from Visible Records, 1740 Broadway Street, which is not a record store. I can't seem to get that out of my head. And we're not only being heard on 91.1 FM and on the vast series of tubes at WTJU.net, we are also video streaming on WTJU's Facebook and YouTube channels. And I should say that the Third Rail Concert Series is supported by Hello Goodbye Records in downtown Charlottesville, a mom and pop record store on East Market in Charlottesville. Find out more about Hello Goodbye at hellogoodbyemusic.com. For the next hour, we will not only hear the amazing music of Outer World, we will have a conversation with the members about how they arrived at their retro. So get ready for takeoff. But first, Outer World have been very gracious to on WTJU. It would be brilliant if we could reward them. So if you can, send the group a little through Venmo at Kenneth Close. That's at KENNETHCLOSE. Or through PayPal at fluxrat@gmail.com. That's FLUXRADT@gmail. And I will be repeating that throughout the broadcast. We got a tip jar here at Visible Records so that members of our live audience can give tribute themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live at Visible Records and on the air at WTJU Charlottesville, please give a warm Third Rail welcome to Outer World. Woo!
We lay them on the table, the cups, the coins, the swords, the wars. But the fools what we would say in the universe. Whose hand is on the wheel? Whose hand is on the wheel? Maria. There is no history in war. when we meet. My hand is a compass, the falling line. We'll find, we'll find, we'll find, we'll find, we'll find, we'll find our own way back. Thanks. Thanks so much for being here. And for WTJU for having us. Every shadow cast Forms of Knowing.
Yeah!
An exodus coming, an opening growing. We remember that, we remember that. Things we'd like to forget. Oh, je dis, ah, what? Demain, ah, toi. Whisper that I go. Our eagerness rising. Hands sweeping up. Lost time. We are going anywhere. We are going anywhere. The things we miss most are high like honey. First one to sleep, escapes the gravity. Is it what? Demain, toi. We are going anywhere. We are going anywhere. Why, thank you.
Outer World, live at Visible Records, part of WTJU Rock's live concert series, The Third Rail, which you can ride every third Saturday of the month on WTJU. I apparently said that wrong the first time. And thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciations also to this live studio audience we've gathered here tonight at Visible. You are a good-looking crowd. Give yourself a round of applause. And I need to say that WTJU is supported by Dirty Nellie's Pub and Deli, Charlottesville's Irish pub and sandwich shop located at 2200 JPA, offering dine-in, takeout, and delivery, live performances by local musicians throughout the week with Dirty Karaoke on Wednesdays. Go online at dirtynelliescharlottesville.com/events for online ordering and schedule. And if you want to send the glorious Outer World a little something for appearing on the Third Rail tonight, you can reward them through Venmo at Kenneth Close, that's KENNETHCLOSE, or through PayPal at Fluxrat, that's FLUXRADT at gmail.com. That was an amazing set of music, guys. Thank you. I heard colors and I smelled rainbows. If you don't mind, I'd love for each member of Outer World to introduce his or herself and mention for the radio audience the instrument that they play, starting with you, Tracy.
My name is Tracy Wilson, and I am one of the songwriters of the group, and I sing.
Yeah.
Great.
Kenneth?
Do we go on a line? Hi, I'm Kenneth Close, as noted via your Venmo recipient. also the capitalist of the band, as all these accounts are connected to me. I don't know what I do up here. I have lots of buttons and organs and synthesizers that I don't know how to play, but somehow it works.
Hey!
I'm Erin O. I play bass.
Yay! Whoa!
I'm Nate Rubin, and I play guitar.
Yay, Nate!
And I'm Keith Renna, and I play drums.
Yay!
He's the pretty one. The cute one or the pretty one?
Yeah, what does the
Both.
back of his shirt say? Both?
Both. All right.
Tracy, I understand that Outer World began as a home studio project you and Kenneth started, and that the sound of the band was actually shaped by an illness you suffered as a result of contracting COVID. Is that right?
That is correct. Let me see if I can turn down some reverb. You do not need reverb for this moment. I caught COVID before we even knew what COVID was quite yet. I lost almost all of my lung capacity. I could not sing, which, as you can imagine, being a singer for some 30 years, and suddenly not being able to sing was super scary. So Kenny was kind enough to work with me to figure out a way back. And we were just sort of learning a new language after being in a loud rock band, learning computer technology, home recording, samples, and keyboard, like things that we are not necessarily naturally skilled in until quite recently.
Clearly.
We kind of started over from scratch, and for like a year we would make a demo here and a demo here and share it with friends and be like, was this terrible? And I think no one said yes, but I think it was pretty clear we weren't quite there yet. So it took many tries over many months to get even close to something we wanted to maybe consider recording in a proper studio at some point.
And then, Kenneth, I understand when you did record in the proper studio, it was a proper studio in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yes.
How
that is
does that
correct.
happen?
How does that happen? Tracy is really good at befriending people on the internet and forming
That
really
sounds creepy.
really
gonna
deep.
say,
Okay, yeah. I'm not really good at landing the plane these days. Very good at making connections via music, I guess is probably the better way of saying that, and had formed a friendship with a woman in a band called Sweeping Promises. Yay.
Yes.
And her partner had been an engineer of sorts on more of the home tip, and they had bought a house in Lawrence that had a dance studio connected to it that they turned into a recording studio. And so we needed to take a vacation / wanted to record these songs.
Let's
and
go to Lawrence, Kansas.
yeah, let's go to Lawrence, Kansas, and drive 18 hours over the course of 2 days. But the rate was undeniable, so that was a big part of it.
We got a free place to stay, amazing food, incredible hosts. And it turns out Lawrence, Kansas is a dazzling community.
It's a
It
happening
is
place, yeah.
It is a college town, much like this one. It is a smaller community, but there is, if it's a place that William Esperos thought he could nestle in for a little while, might give you a taste of what exists in that community in the underbelly a little bit. There is just, it's a really wonderful town.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of recorded the album yourself with the help of Keith?
Yep, we flew Keith in, which felt really cool to fly a drummer in.
We drove all of the gear.
Yeah.
It was a very long 2 days.
Yeah, but it was just the three of us, and Lyra and Caulfield would kind of jump in where we needed, but figured our way through the songs we had written. And
I think it's also important to note that Lyra from Sweeping Promises has one of the most enormous pipes on the planet. So I've never recorded in a studio with a woman sort of embedded in that room with me. And it does it raises the bar in a way that I could never have even imagined.
And she's on the record.
She is. She was on the track that we opened up our set with, the drum, the beat. And I mean, it's hard not to want to like lure her into every song because
Yeah.
she's like, I truly believe that the Sweeping Promises are one of the best American bands out there right now. Just epic. Really. And
Yeah, come on.
besides being like tremendously warm and lovely human beings, like what a nice surprise that your favorite band is also the best people ever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a gift to work in their studio and bring a very long process to a happy ending.
Keith, now you were making music with these two as the drummer for Positive No, right?
Correct. Yes, I was.
What do you remember about getting involved in the outer world? Are you generally a fan of psychedelic music, or did you have to get dragged
I feel
kicking
like I
and
was
screaming?
set up. I feel like I was set up with this. No, Positive No is definitely more like rock based, not quite as angular as this. And yeah, so I mean, basically when I started playing music a long time ago with Tracy, we were more in like the rock, I guess, in the rock genre, like poppy rock, alternative, whatever you want to call it. And so that's kind of where I'm geared. But from knowing Tracy and Kenny all this time, they've whipped me into shape into doing this.
Now,
Thanks.
this lineup of the band, this 5-piece lineup, was actually put together to play only one show. Is that correct? When and what happened? Did it just get out of hand?
That's true. I don't know. I mean, for anyone in the audience who's ever been in a band, I think sometimes they don't go so well, and other times you genuinely enjoy the company of the human beings you
Yeah.
start playing with, and it feels really natural and it feels right. And I think we had such a nice time getting to know one another for those who were kind of new to the team. And I don't know, it was sort of like, well, maybe there's more to this than we imagined. And we played the show and I think took a little break and got offered another one. And I think we had our first fall there is probably the best way of putting it. And but kind of regrouped, and like all of a sudden there's a record coming out, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, and everybody was really excited and just wanted to be part of it. And so here we are, after a short run and a long run, and yeah, we're standing in front of all you right now.
I think it's a lot like dating for anybody who's not in a band. It's just human chemistry. So when you go on a bad date, you want it to end before it practically started. But then when you go on a good date, you're already sort of daydreaming like what you're going to do next. And I think we had such a good first date that it was like, you can't help but dream like, what else can we do? Can we do more shows?
Where was that gig? Where was that first gig?
The first show we played was
Yeah.
at Fuzzy Cactus.
Ah, yes. And I got to
With,
say, I got to
Anna
ask,
Tonda and Anna, right? That was that show?
Yes.
Aaron and Nate, what do you guys remember about joining the group? And was it hard to take what they had done in the studio and sort of translate that to a live setting? Was that difficult?
I mean, so when we started, Kenny sent us like very detailed videos. It was very easy to just,
What kind of videos?
Oh, sorry. Instructional videos for the parts.
Okay.
That
Musical videos.
for the most part, that
How
was
to play Outer World.
yeah. But yeah, so that it was kind of nice. It's sort of like we could do our homework and get the parts down before even the first practice. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was really helpful that Kenny sent these videos to myself and to Nate. And my understanding was that Tracy and Kenny had to work pretty hard on like figuring out how the record would be presented live. Like not everything, for instance, that I'm playing on bass is on bass on the record. Some of it's guitar, some of it's keys. And so Tracy and Kenny did so much work to break that down into this live format. And it was just a dream as a bass player to be like served these, songs on this, psychedelic rainbow platter. And, also when Tracy Wilson asks you to play in her band, you say, oh my God, is this real? And then you say, of course, yes, please, and thank you. So it was really a no-brainer to join the band.
Don't make me put down my microphone and hug you, right?
Well, I want to hug you too. We can do that after.
Okay.
But sometimes we do hug on stage. Like that's
True.
also a thing, we
Is
like
that
each
allowed
other.
these days?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Consensually.
Yes. See, we're so in sync. We were just on the road together for 10 days, and
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
we're in each other's heads.
I have to say, and dedicated WTJU listeners will already know this, but bassist Aaron O is the co-host of Black Circle Revolution Thursday nights right here on the Teej. And importantly, she's also the acclaimed journalist responsible for writing the Under the Table and Screaming series. Come on! Now if you don't know, that's a multi-volume history exploring the legacy of the local music scene here in Charlottesville, Virginia, and it is a true treasure. Let's embarrass Erin right now and give her a round of applause for all of the work she's done for the Charlottesville music scene. Come on. Come on, everybody.
Thanks. It's my pleasure.
Is she turning red? Nate, how did you get involved in all this? How were you dragged in?
A good question. Just one day I got an Instagram message from Tracy asking if I wanted to play guitar in their new band. I don't really know how Tracy and Kenny knew I played guitar.
We stalked you on the internet and
Okay.
saw a picture of you. Nate is a drummer in an amazing local band in Richmond called Young Scum that we are big fans of. And we were like, I think he also plays guitar. And we literally were like combing through the internet, just praying for a photo of him playing guitar, and there it was.
Yeah, I think the profile picture on the Facebook account I haven't logged into in like 5 years is me playing guitar. So I'm glad I did that. But I think that's about it.
Nate was a customer. I run an online store called Courtesy Desk, and I do pop-up shops sometimes. And I generally am not a judgy person, but there are customers who, when they buy certain things in certain order, you're just like, who are you and how did you, like, this is a dream purchase of some of my favorite
Right.
records.
That can work the other way too, though, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And Nate consistently bought things that I was like, you're an indie pop guy, and clearly you were much more than that, and I'm curious. And we hoped for the best. We didn't really know. And we got so lucky. I mean, we could not have asked for like a better collection of people to play music with. We got so lucky.
How about some more music?
We can do that.
Yeah. Oh, these are the new ones.
You're listening to the Third Rail Concert Series on WTJU Charlottesville, and we're coming live to you from Visible Records. Once again, give your ears to Outer World.
Colors in my ear, and nothing will do. That is not on our record. That is a sneak peek of what is to come. This is also a new one called Present Perfect Future Past. Furious when you fall back to China.
Yes! Outer World, live on WTJU 91.1 FM, part of the Third Rail Concert Series. I need to say that WTJU is supported by Wegmans, a family-owned supermarket located at 5th Street Station in Charlottesville. Wegmans is now hiring and seeking candidates looking for meaningful career opportunities. For more information, you can apply within or visit Wegmans.com. Wegmans, celebrating over 100 years dedicated to helping customers live healthier, better lives through food. Now, Tracy, you've been writing songs and performing in bands for a while. You are a known entity. Can we say that? The most
better or
prominent
worse.
band, I guess, was Dahlia Seed. You recorded several albums with them, and then you linked up with Kenneth and Keith and formed Positive No. Yes, Positive No.
Yeah.
Give them a hand.
That happened.
That band's last album is in 2020. How does Outer World fit in with the earlier work? Do you see it as a natural extension of what you've been doing or as a complete departure?
I think it's undeniable that I learned how to sing through each experience. There were some other little projects along the way, and each one taught me a different lesson. But as somebody who's music obsessive, and literally like I need to hear something new and different every day, I would never be satisfied making the same music or the same record. decade after decade. Not to shame anybody who is very happy playing the same, genre of music for their whole lifetime. That is just not for me. So it was sort of a dream, I guess like a silver lining to a really horrible experience of trying to learn how to sing all over again, by thinking about the records that, as a DJ and as a record collector, that I was really inspired by, and what could I do to sort of like reinvent my passion for music in a new direction. And having a partner who came from a rock and roll background with me be up for that challenge, like that is not a challenge for everybody. Like it was like learning a new language, and to have somebody look at you in the eye and be like, yes, that sounds like a great idea. Let's tear up all of our comfort levels during a pandemic when everything is upside down and terrible and scary, and let's try this whole new adventure. And that's exactly what we did.
Well, I know that there are people in this band who are huge vinyl collectors, like yourself.
We are almost all, except for poor Keith, who could care less about.
Yeah, CDs
collecting
forever,
records.
right?
But the irony of this situation is, he and I met at a record store. My first record store job was Flipside in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. Keith was a customer. We were both in high school, or maybe just out of high school. So he was a record collector. But somehow he figured out along the way that there were better things to spend money on, and I just never really figured that out. I kept on collecting. So our friendship still, even though he's not a collector, is so rooted in the record collecting. It's like the record store is like a church to our people.
So Keith worked there too, apparently?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. I don't even know this.
You do know this because I filled in for you.
When I was 20,
You weren't touring. You were, I don't know, whenever you needed to do things on a Saturday, I would fill in on a Saturday.
no recollection.
Uh-oh, this is
You have
taking
no
a turn.
recollection.
I don't know.
We learned
Yeah,
this
so
on
I
tour because we stopped by the record store.
We did.
Yes, we did. But I did work there for several Saturdays over a short period of time to fill in for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, this leads, of course, to that hoary old cliched question, what are your influences? Particularly when it comes to the sound of this band. And everyone can get involved in this.
Yeah, gosh. So I am a collector of French music, especially 60s French music and early 70s French music. And shout out to Gwen, who, before
Yay,
he
Gwen.
moved to Charlottesville and opened up his own store, was somebody I would occasionally talk to about French records and hope to glean any sort of information out of. So I think the innocence of that sort of like post-Beatles obsession pop music, but then when things got freaky and druggy and less naive and a little bit more adulty. Is that the right
Yeah,
word?
well, yeah, we'll
Somewhere
accept it.
around 68, 69, I think things took an interesting turn. And so there's a whole world of psychedelic music from, like the Seeds and 13th Floor Elevators and the Creation and like mod stuff. The United States of America is certainly a biggie for us. There's literally like 8 billion bands, but then you have newer things like Stereolab and Broadcast, and there are a whole world of newer retro future bands that are doing some really exciting mixing of the 60s analog warm sound to sort of modern things. But then we have also a world of collectors who loves crusty peace punk and avant-garde, and The Fall are absolutely an
There you go.
undeniable cornerstone to our world as well. Aaron, anything else you'd like to throw in the mix, or Nate?
I think that kind of covers it. I listen to a lot of what you were talking about, and anyone who listens to my show knows what I listen to. So
Women in post-punk?
yes, women,
No way.
forward punk bands, and that's like a personal love of mine. Not unique, but it's great.
I would say the biggest sort of thing that I hope comes across, like inadvertently or not, is when we were working on this music, everybody was sitting at home in their respective places, locked down, and our only way to travel was through music. And so we spent a lot of time digging into genres that we liked, but like really leaned into. So it was the summer of reggae, or like the fall of Africa, or Tracy had loved French music, but I feel like we really leaned into like other countries in the midst of working on this. And I think it finds its way into kind of what we're doing just by nature of sort of like, how are we going to travel? We're going to feel it through listening to music while we sit in our living room, drinking coffee, or whatever we were doing back then. I think that was just the one thing that was kind of keeping us sane was like, well, we can't go anywhere, but we're going to have music take us places.
So where are you going to take us next?
I think we're going outer world.
Yeah, and we're going to the outer world.
Yeah, there you go.
Which
Outer
it's been
World
a
by
dream.
Outer World.
Yeah, it's been a dream to have a song named after the band I'm in, and we made that happen. Hooray!
I think we're going to America.
Come on,
Sorry.
everybody, Outer World.
I love music. I love music. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is to be. What it is, what it is, what it is, what it is to be. Colorful vibrations, who am I love music, I love music, I love music. Who doesn't music loud? I love music, I love music, I love music. Who doesn't music loud? I love music, I love music, I love music. We just music loud. To be what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is to be. Colorful vibrations, who am I? Who I am. I love music, I love music, I love music. Who does music loud? I love music, I love music, I love music. Who does the music love?
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Thank you. This is The Message is the Message. Every hour, every minute, every instant, my breath is a record.
Outer World! Outer World, live at Visible Records. WTJU 91.1 FM, the Third Rail Concert Series. And thanks to everyone here for showing up and supporting great live music on the Tej. Yeah, give yourselves a... You guys deserve it. WTJU is supported by Microcat. Need an easier way to commute or run errands? Microcat can drive you to this bus stations, shops, and more. By downloading the Microcat app, you can enjoy reliable shared rides within the US 29 and Pantops areas. Monday through Saturday, 6:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Learn more at cityridevia.com/microcat. And we're back with Outer World. I think you guys got one more song, right?
That is
That is
correct.
true.
I feel like there's some thank yous we need to make. WTJU, thank you so much for having us.
Thank
All
you.
of you for coming. Zoe, for all of your hard work and support. Don, thank you for moderating and keeping us right on schedule.
Have I?
Thank you to all of my band members for being amazing human beings. And who am I forgetting, Erin?
Davis.
Oh my
Holding
gosh, Davis.
tonight.
Yeah. And the whole Visible.
And Visible Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an amazing community space that we have here in Charlottesville. Davis and I get to book music here, and we try to give space for bands that don't really have anywhere else to play in town. So local bands coming through. It is an amazing opportunity that we've got. So please, look around, get inspired, come back, check out what Visible Records is doing, and please support this community space however you can. It's really vital to our community. So.
Yeah. And let's not forget our fantastic tech crew here tonight.
Yes, thank
this
you.
would not have happened without them. Thank you, guys.
And Josh on lights. Thanks, Josh.
So quick, let's try to squeeze in one more song. We're actually doing real well on time here.
I know. I'm so proud of us all.
Yay.
I'm like, we are?
Surprise.
Okay,
We're gonna
all right.
do
You
it.
don't have any more questions. So
Well, yeah, is there new music coming?
Yes.
yeah.
We are taking the summer off to start working on new music. Maybe I'll just get to be, we've all been sort of in the new release cycle of doing press and touring. So just to be regular human beings, like go out to dinner with loved ones, hang out at home on the porch, as us Southerners do, with maybe a libation and listen to some records. And then we'll get down to writing new music. Right? I think that's the general plan.
And we have copies of the record
Oh.
with us as well. So if you don't have one yet and you would like one, we've got some, and we have some shirts left over from our tour. So
And don't forget the tip jar.
that's right.
All of those things.
It goes towards the next record.
Yeah,
basically.
we only have
Thank you.
9 copies left.
Sell us out.
And then I don't know. I tried to get an inventory report, and I think we're doing all right. But yeah,
I don't think there's many left.
yeah.
Hooray.
I don't know. 2 of the songs we played tonight though are not on the record. So
Sorry.
yeah.
But
Yes.
we had to fill out an hour somehow, so
Yes.
why not, sneak peek some new songs?
Yeah. Tracy came in this morning, and I was playing her like a lot of noise. That might have a home for something.
I think so. We're going to end with a song that we did not write. We spoke earlier about the United States of America, and we spent a couple of months learning Coming Down, and I don't know if anybody's ever really covered it before, so we didn't have a lot to compare ourselves to. There's not really guitar in the song. Nate did an amazing job making things work. It's like all Aaron. I mean, I'm so happy that we are able to play this for you and end the night with.
And I think
this
we're
song.
gonna have you guys play us out. Is that okay?
I think so.
Let me just say real quick that you've been listening to Outer World on WTJU, part of the Third Rail Concert Series. And don't forget to catch the next stop on the Third Rail Express on Saturday,
Ooh.
June 25th,
There it is.
WTJU Rock. We'll go, what was it? Oh, it's June 15th. Oh, okay. Are you sure about that? Oh, well, okay.
We've got time to
Well,
straighten
we'll
that
figure out
out.
when it is.
Yeah.
That's so
But
far
we're
away.
broadcasting live from the Belmont Arts Collective. Yes. And we're going to be celebrating the first anniversary of the Third Rail Concert Series with the Faltsies. So be there. It's going to be bona fide. And now, everybody, one more time, give it up for Outer World.
Thank you so much.
The name of this piano patch is called Sparkle Top, apparently. Sparkle Top.
Sparkle time.